Welcome to Dejobnik.
For 10 years, we've been sending the United Nations detailed information about nearly 200 of their teachers, school principals, who were encouraging and promoting terrorism, who were sharing Nazi videos, pictures of Adolf Hitler, calling to slaughter Jews openly, slaughter Jews wherever you see them. And the attitude for 10 years was to either ignore us, to downplay it, and often to disparage and attack us. The latest revelations by the Israeli government of the identities that we're seeing on the screen now of an UNRWA teacher, UNRWA social workers who were taking part in pulling away bodies.
A school teacher, somebody who was teaching children.
Supposedly an aid worker, a school teacher, teaching children, and they participated in the attacks of October 7th. So Israel this past weekend revealed the identities of a number of them. It was 12 a couple of weeks ago, 30 more, so we're now talking about 42, but an estimated 1,200 in Gaza literally belong to Hamas and Islamic Jihad. So the notion that these are a few bad apples is a complete lie. The rot is systemic, and that's why we're holding a conference on Monday to replace UNRWA.
Yes, we want to talk about that in a moment, but I want to talk about what happened in the Australian Senate, because, I mean, you would assume that people would want this information and would deal with it correctly. But actually, one member of the Australian Senate chose to attack you and your organisation instead.
Well, he actually is a senior official of the Foreign Ministry. His name is Mark Innes-Brown. He was testifying in the Senate, indeed. And rather than show what I think are Australian values of human rights and caring about aid having a certain integrity and going to the people who need it, Mark Innes-Brown, a senior foreign ministry official, by the way, a former Australian ambassador in Tehran for a number of years. He may have got what they call clientitis, where he went native, so to speak, and adopted the Islamic regime's approach rather than an Australian attitude. So he attacked us. He said that there are these organizations, he was referring clearly to us, are exaggerating. He said that our report circulated a photo that was false. This is a lie. Our report did not have a photo that he was talking about an alleged protest that never happened. So he was looking to cherry pick a handful of things, anything to just throw mud at us. Our report about this Telegram channel of 3,000 UNRWA teachers has names of the teachers, their contract numbers, the celebration of the October 7th attacks, screenshots of it. The evidence is there. He couldn't refute a single thing. We're writing to the Australian Senate. I'm in touch with the senators. I'm willing to appear. I've appeared before them in the past. We're going to confront Mark Innes-Brown and any other foreign ministry around the world who continue to serve as apologists for UNRWA. It's our tax money, and our foreign ministry officials in Canada, in Australia, are being apologists for this front group, really a front group for Hamas, I'm sad to say.
Well, these revelations have had some impact, haven't they? Because we have seen more than a dozen countries cut their funding outright to UNRWA. And last time I spoke to you, you said you weren't sure how permanent that would be. We had some comments from an American official who says, according to him, the American decision to cut the funding will be permanent. They won't be getting that money.
I think these are significant remarks for our special envoy ambassador, David Satterfield. He was interviewed recently, and he said the sense that he reads bipartisan from the Congress is that they're not looking to reinstate funding for UNRWA. I think it's very significant. We may see, we're already seeing the United States signaling that other agencies, the World Food Program, UNDP, UNHCR, UNICEF, they'll be receiving U.S. funding and not UNRWA. And that really is a segue into the conference we're holding on Monday.
Right. And it's not just about, you know, this evidence that Israel and yourself has provided. It's about the very ethos of the group, isn't it? It perpetuates the refugee crisis. It perpetuates the conflict.
Exactly that. You know, the UN Refugee Office, the UNHCR, is designed to resettle refugees, to have them move on to a better future. UNRWA is the opposite. It's looking back to not resettle. They've said it. Our job is not to resettle refugees, but to see that they, quote unquote, go back to Israel. October 7th, what happened on October 7th is a direct line from the UNRWA message that was pumped into Palestinian kids' heads for 3 generations.
All right, so we look forward to your event. It's this
Monday, February 26th.
In Geneva. All right, Hillel,
yeah.
we'll look forward to that. Hillel Neuer, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Dejobnik signing off.